Hello, everybody, and welcome. I'm here. I think. Sorry, I was late. I actually kind of forgot that I was supposed to be doing this tonight, and also I slept until about like 8 quarter till 9. So, how's everybody? Get off my lawn, Fox. Ugh. Ah. No, I'm afraid Libra was not kidding. I honestly did forget that I had this scheduled. So, yeah, and how do you spill candle everywhere? I think these are good questions to explore here. And sorry, I don't have my camera on. I'm like I said, I just woke up, so I don't feel. Yeah, I'm pretty hideous right now, and honestly, uh, I I look like I'm being filmed on potato anyway. So I do got to update the avatar though. I need something to reflect my Wait, do I have to leave the room for this explanation? Apparently not, because moving furniture. Sure. We'll go with that. Furniture. Yeah, that's it. Candle in hand, candle not in hand, candle all over bed. Yep. So moving furniture, guys. Moving furniture. That's how that happened. So anyway, as you guys know, I got my motorcycle up and running. It's purring like a kitten. It's awesome. But I was actually my plan was I was because I have the GoPro mounted onto my helmet. So I was gonna try and see if I could do a live of of me riding, but I tested it out earlier today when I went into town to get a coffee, and I it turns out that I can't stream to YouTube on over my GoPro unless I have 1,000 followers. So you guys got some work to do. I'm just kidding. I've got some work to do, but I have to figure out if maybe I can stream stuff on my Insta or something. I don't know, but I'll figure it out. Or if anything, I can just I could just record it and then post it onto YouTube later and do it as like a premiere. Can I even do? I can do premieres on YouTube, right? I mean, I know I've only got like 75 subscribers, but. And hi, Mimi. It's been a while. I hope you're doing well. And Kim brings up a good point, because when she moves furniture, she always makes sure to have a lit candle in one hand, which apparently it wasn't lit. It was on a warmer. I guess it was the person moving the bed that was that was lit. And Snoop, you say, I have no idea, but I would love to see it exact. I think it would be cool. There are a few, there are some YouTube channels that there's a couple that I occasionally watch that it's just like dudes like riding their motorcycles and doing voiceovers over it. So And Libra says that she wishes it was sexy fun times and she wishes she was lit. Yeah, me too. Me too. Light one up. Just light one up for my peeps. Can't believe I just said that. I think it's safe to say that at this point, I am literally that that weird middle-aged guy who's still trying to pretend that he's 20. And of course, right? Oh, too many near-death experiences on motorcycles to vigilant. And yeah, it was kind of scary earlier today though, because I wound up getting stuck. First of all, not necessarily the scary part of it, but there were I passed 3 speed traps on my way into town and back. I am I mean, thankfully, I wasn't doing anything stupid, but on my way home, I was going down the highway, and I got stuck behind this big ass truck. Which, if you're in a car, that's not so bad, but when you're on a motorcycle, you learn pretty quickly that big ass trucks create a lot of draft. So I'm sitting there and wind is just the draft from the truck is just smacking me around on my bike. I'm just shaking around and shit. Yeah, thank goodness I was able to get to my turn. But yeah, trucks are scary when you're on a motorcycle because, well, one, they have huge ass blind spots, and again, the draft. So, and Libra says, "You wish I was lit and laid." Aw, thanks, Grandpa. Hey, you're welcome. I gotta look out. I gotta look out. You all deserve to be lit and laid. As my friends, I will say that you all deserve to be lit and laid. Hopefully at the same time. Otherwise, there's just no fucking point to it. But yeah, that was my day. I was hoping to get up earlier so I could actually go to the weed store, but yeah, it's closed now. Yep. Righteous Verse, right? Is that Kim? Who's running Righteous Verse today? Is that Kim or Stacy? But anyway, one of the two said one of the Righteous babes says, "Please wear a helmet always." I always do. Because apparently my brain is where all my sexiness comes from. That's sure as hell ain't my looks or massive cock. So I think it's a good name for them. I think it's a good name. It could be my connection, guys. As we all know, my internet sucks. So there is that. I have learned that I've learned that the local broadband company is actually going to expand in our area to do residential work. So thinking about getting rid of satellite internet and doing like an actual like broadband sort of thing, so that I don't so that my internet connection won't suck. There was a long ass pause and then cock. And you know what? I think that's all you need to know about my channel. It's just a cock talking about cock. And apparently that was the first thing Snoop heard as well. So I think I'm just going to have to rename this stream to cock in all capital letters. Because why not? And apparently I'm a bit of a knobhead. Okay, fair enough. I'm not saying I'm not. I'm not saying I'm not. Oh. I endorse that rebranding. I do too. In fact, yeah, as soon as I'm done here, I'm changing the name of the stream to cock. Anyway, it's been a weird kind of week for the internet today, hasn't it? Not really going to comment on it, but you know, I just don't really feel like it. So the year of the cock. Actually, let's see. What was? Yes, you've got me checking Chinese horoscopes now. Oh, nah, I was the year of the tiger. Hi, Lynn. How you doing? Just another boring stream. I'm not very good at this, so I'm just gonna warn you right now. You will get bored very easily. I am a very boring man. And Snoop isn't down, but she endorses my attraction to it. Can't see it, but I'm thumbs up. I'm giving a thumbs up. And what year were you born, Lynn? I can look that up. I've still got the Googles pulled up. So or you can pull it up. Either way. Okay, 76. Let's see what year. Let's see what Snoop is. And Snoop is a dragon. Snoop is the year of the dragon. Okay, 81. Kim is the year of the... Oh, shit. Kim is the year of the cock. Kim is the year of the cock. 81, year of the rooster. Although, if you're kind of lucky if you're born in the year of the rooster, because no matter how they try to snuff you, you'll never die. See, so now we've got 1985 and 1993. Let's take a look. $1985, year of the ox. And I got to go back and check it. Yeah, 1993. Okay. Briefly forgot there for a second. So, so yep, Lynn is also the year of the cock. 93 was also the year of the cock. So we've got two cocks, a tiger, a dragon, and an ox. Oh, hey, Cher. Cher snuck in while I was looking up everybody's Chinese horoscope years. So what year were you born? We gotta check. Because we've got two cocks, a dragon, and we got two cocks, a dragon, a tiger, and an ox. Yep, Kim and Lynn are the cocks. 1960. Okay, let's take a look. And she thinks she's the year of the rat. Indeed. Cher is the year of the rat. No wonder you're into guinea pigs. It all makes sense now. And Kim pointed out, well, at least I'm on brand with being cock free. Well, you're hanging out with a couple right now, so. I mean, you're not entirely cock free. You might have to block Kim and Lynn. So Kim and I like cocks. Well, I think Kim has kids, so she must have liked them at some point. I don't know about you. I've only seen you on like a few lives here and there, I think. And comments. Cock block. I'm clapping. That was good. Yeah, I like cocks too. I've particularly grown attached to mine. He and I have had some great adventures. That didn't. Did it sound more like this? I don't know if you could hear that, but I was just pounding it. Only to my own. Well, I tried to enjoy other cocks. I mean, college was a weird time, but no, I'm pretty much okay without them, unless it's mine. I'm okay with mine. I know where mine's been. Actually, no. I kind of have vague recollections of where mine's been because, well, I kind of did a lot of drugs back in the day. So, a lot could have happened. A lot could have happened. I'm just saying. Not anymore, but I'm so gross. Yes, I am a boy. That is my job. That is my duty as a red-blooded American male to be gross. Which is why I'm sitting here with a cigar case, with a cigar tube in my butt. We're clipping that out of the final. American. And Julie says, hi, Tebow. Wanted to pop in before bed. Hi, Julie. Yes, you should probably go to bed because it's like, what, 6 o'clock there? Maybe 7? I can't remember. No. I can't do math now. I shouldn't have even challenged myself. 5:30. Okay, thank you. I was not going to do the math. Yes, Julie, what is your year of birth? We're doing Chinese horoscopes. I mean, it's not the American horoscope, but just know that if you have to come in, just know that if you have to come in for an x-ray, I'm breaking HIPAA to show everyone that x-ray. I just wanted to make sure, Julie. I just wanted to make sure. I've been wrong about many things in my life. So let's take a look here. 1998. Oh, she's also a tiger. Julie, you and I are tigers. So now we've got two tigers, 2 cocks, an ox, and something else. I forgot. Never mind. Who are you people again? Oh, and a dragon. Thank you. Yeah. 2 cocks, 2 tigers, an ox, and a dragon. And I'm year of the eggplant emoji. Did I take my med? Did I rake my meds, Grandpa? Well, no, it's not time to harvest them yet. I gotta wait a couple months, and then I can rake up my meds. But yeah. You know what I meant, damn phone. Yes, I know what you meant. But my answer was more entertaining. Come on, you gotta admit that. You gotta admit that. Well, actually, you don't, but I would prefer it if you did. Bring back the mullet. You guys should start a change.org petition. Maybe the government will sign it into the next budget bill. Lord Tebow Baggins must grow his mullet, and then the government will allocate money, allocate resources for my mullet growing. It's only going to take the Dixie Dust Ruffle. I like that one. Also known as the official hairstyle of NASCAR and hockey. The official hairstyle of NASCAR and the NHL. How is my hair now? I could show you real quick. It's kind of a mess, and I'm not wearing it. I'm not wearing a shirt, so I'm gross. But here you go. And I'm filmed on potato. There. See? Still got my mohawk. Okay. We're done here. We're done here. Yes, free sleeveless t-shirt included. Hopefully the sleeveless t-shirts come from the Todd Paulson collection, because that dude is styling with his sleeveless tees. I haven't got my makeup on. No. Hey, I'm sorry, guys. Next time. Of course, to be honest, my skill with makeup is such that if I want to look like a juggalo, I've got that shit on lock. But anything else, no, it's not going to work. And Libra says, not gonna lie, I like the stash only look. I kind of like it too. I look so much like my dad now. I look like my dad, only much taller, a lot skinnier, and more hair. But yeah, everything else on that face, especially with that mustache, yeah, I look like my dad. And Lynn says, damn, long time ago, I saw a naked man. I've seen plenty of naked men. I've seen plenty of naked men. It was a long time ago, but I've seen them, and I'm familiar with what they look like. And I think Lynn and Julie are gonna be planning a date later. I'll need pictures. I'll need pictures. Don't worry, I'm not going to make revenge porn out of it or anything like that. But yeah, I like the mustache. It's a look, but to finish the look, we need we need the mullet. It's still Friday the 13th. You can apply something. I feel pretty horror theme would be strong with that one. You were here when I did the Buffalo Bill dance, right? Do you want to fuck me? I'd fuck me. I'd fuck me hard. Okay, Snoop was there for that. Okay, cool. No, Grandpa needs a mullet. It's the source of his power. Libra hates the voice, and Julie wants me to stop. Snoop is having nightmares about it. And Julie's mom's in the room, so I should stop the profanity. Bitch, I've heard your mom talk. Like sometimes I think Julie's mom uses the word fuck as punctuation. Hi, Mom. Oh, yes, and I should say hi, Mama Virgo. And Julie says that her mom has never swore. which means I was right. The word fuck over in Scotland is punctuation. Like that's how you end sentences or transition. And Julie and Lynn apparently have some stories. Rawr. Actually, it should be more like, I think we both have some stories. Rawr. Well, it's been a fun 30 minutes so far. Coming up on 31 minutes here. All right. And it's bedtime for Julie, so I bet I also have some story. Yes, I do have some stories. If stick with my channel long enough, and you might hear some. You might even hear some now. But don't let the mullet bite. The mullet doesn't bite. Mullet's all about love. The mullet is a hairstyle of love, and hockey, and NASCAR. And way back when we have, oh my God, stop the voice. No. If you want me to stop the voice, it'll cost you the low price of $19.99. Be sure to order. All right. Night, Julie. Get some fucking sleep, girl. Don't let your horrible American friends be a bad influence on you. But wait, there's more. If you call within the next 30 minutes, you can get a certified, authentic Tebow Baggins cum sock. Is it a sock? Is it a rag? You'll never know. Buy 100 subs at the low price of $4.99. Okay, good night. We are slashing prices on subs. We got the footlongs. We got the half footlongs. We got... Okay, I'll stop. Okay, maybe not. And for just $9.99, a bonus of a wee jar of Julie's Tears will be included. You can use Julie's Tears for everything. Drink your coffee, water your garden, lubricant. Okay, now I'm done. So what do you think? Would you guys pay to hear my voice on an infomercial? I mean, I don't know if I would because, well, I don't really watch infomercials, but... But wait, order now and you can get moisturizer. Is it cum? Is it moisturizer? You'll just have to find out. That's how I should sell those. They should just be socks filled with moisturizer. But are you not entertained? I don't know. I'm entertaining myself, but I'm a really easy guy to please. So my bar is really really low. More like iMessy's greatest shits. Am I right? Ha ha. That's what she said. No, no. What she said? Yeah, baby. On. Well, I'm just gonna text my friend here. Oh yes. Oh baby. Oh oh oh. Shit. Did I just? I think I just overshared, and we're gonna clip. We're clipping this out of the final version. I'm just saying. That voice is so old school TV. Well, I was kind of raised on old school TV, my old school TV and video games. That was those are my parents. Not, but I Precious baby. Yeah, I'm gonna stop now. I cannot do that. Uh, can you guys hear? There's no sound. We lost sound. Here, hang on. I'm gonna. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Maybe YouTube decided to clip the Austin Powers voice. Because we all know how YouTube is. No, you didn't miss Austin Powers. I've been here the whole time, baby. Okay, there. Now I'm done. Not doing that again. Not happening. Okay, now you guys heard it. So you guys know it's terrible. Y'all know it's terrible, and I should never do that ever again. Like that is something to have to put on my list of things never to do on live stream. 1, don't show up naked. 2, no Austin Powers impressions. We're learning, guys. We're learning and we're growing together as a channel, as a weird as a weird internet cult. We're coming together. Now we just got to get our this cult to 1,000 members so I can live stream on YouTube from my GoPro. Well, like the saying says, he who dares wins. So I imagine you in an Austin Power suit and glasses. Well, you know, the chest hair game is starting to come into form for that too. So Eventually, I just imagine I'm going to be able to. I'm going to be able to hide things in my chest hair, and then that way I can like smuggle shit in airports. The early bird gets the worm, but the second mouse gets the cheese. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, it's true. It's true too. I do like an impressive chest rug. Do I make you horny, baby? Or another good one: two wrongs don't make a right, but two rights make a left. Stop it. Aw. What would I like to smuggle on a plane? I don't know. Edibles. I would smuggle edibles in my chest hair on a plane. Because you can't smoke joints on the plane, so you got to have something to pass the time when you're flying across the country. All right, take care, Cher. Ooh, that rhymed. That rhymed, and I didn't even know I had the time. While sucking on a lime and dropping dimes. Seriously, good night. Although, speaking of smuggling things on planes, I do have a funny story about plane smuggling stuff, about smuggling stuff on planes. So, the last Thanksgiving that my wife and I went on a trip before. Ooh. And Snoop brings up a good point. Yeah. Eat a Death Star just before boarding the plane. My in-laws at the time lived in Chicago. So we were going to spend a few days in Chicago for Thanksgiving. And we had this great plan. Like we went to all these weed stores, and we bought like a couple of $100, I think, worth of edibles. And our plan was we were gonna keep that in our suitcase, and all this other stuff, and we were gonna get on the plane, no problem. We could like just pop in some edibles, like, well, as we're flying, no problem, right? And I had a joint in a tube. This wasn't going to be any problem. There's TSA guards roaming the line with dogs. So we're at the end of the line, and we noticed the TSA with their drug sniffers, and my wife and I literally panicked. We were like, okay, we've got like an hour before we have to actually board the plane. But let's go to the food court. We're going to go to like Wendy's or something like that. We're going to get some Baconators, and we're going to eat all of these edibles. So we sat there at the Portland International Airport food court, eating hundreds of dollars worth of edibles between us. The only problem is now I realize, oh shit, I have a joint. How am I going to get that aboard? So I sat there on this flight. I somehow made it past security, made it past the dog and everything like that with a joint wedged firmly in my butt cheeks. I have no idea how that. I have no idea how the dog didn't notice. But no, dog was fine. But I will tell you guys what, that was the most entertaining flight I have ever taken in my entire life. But yes. Got wasted on gummies and had a joint in my butt cheeks. No, it was in a plastic tube, so it was fine, but the tube was a little aromatic. The plastic absorbed a lot of my odors from down there. So that was fun. And yeah, it was a little bit ew. Especially since, like it takes about 4 or 5 hours to get to Chicago from it takes about 4 to 5 hours to get to Chicago from Portland. So I had to sit there with that tube in my butt cheeks for and also counting, the time, the time you got to wait in line at the terminal and the gate and everything else. So I spent about 6 or 7 hours with that thing in my butt. So needless to say, once we got to my in-laws' house and I pulled it out of my pants, yeah, I pretty much had to go outside right away and throw away that tube. Please tell me you didn't sit on that. I had to. I couldn't just pull it out in the airplane. Oh, good. Yeah, I'm all situated in my seat. We're getting ready for takeoff. Oh, cool. Now I can pull this joint out of my butt. And Snoop is... Why didn't I go to the toilet and get it out? Well, a couple of reasons. One, I was worried. The edibles were kicking in. The edibles started kicking in just after takeoff. So I was paranoid that everybody was a sky marshal. And and also when you land, you're still not clear of the TSA. They can get a wild hair in their butt and decide to screen everybody as they're getting off the plane. So, and Snoop was correct. Yes, I had never. I should have put it in my sock. You're right. Jesus. But on the other hand, I realized that my butt muscles were stronger than I'd realized, because I was able to keep them cheeks tight. Is this an episode of Breaking Bad? Well, we'll see what YouTube thinks. But yeah, Snoop is right. I can't believe I'd like to say it was the edibles that made me not think of that, but no, I'm just that. I just lack that foresight. What can I say? But no, this isn't an episode of Breaking Bad because we're not in New Mexico and I'm not making blue meth. So says I could never do that anyway. I could only do the shake and bake method. Don't ask. And that's a good point. The dog probably could have caught it in my sock. And yeah, not the shake and bake have calls when done incorrectly. Oh yes, yeah. Yeah, if you're on my chat and you're a tweaker, don't do the shake and bake method. Just go find a guy. Go find a guy. I mean, last thing, I mean, you're literally playing with battery acid and Sudafed. Like that shit can explode on you, or maybe you were in too much of a hurry and you know you're literally like ingesting battery acid. But you know, the guys I used to shake and bake for didn't seem to have any problems, but lots of fire everywhere. Yes. Yeah. when I was living in Portland, we had a actually I think but anyway, long story short, we had like there was a meth house like about a block away from my mom and I's place in Portland, and it burnt down. They screwed up somewhere, and shit burnt down, and they had to bring in the hazmat people, and we couldn't, like they had that plot of land like cordoned off for like years before they rebuilt anything on it. But I think Kim has better advice than I do. If you're a tweaker, I love you, and there is another way. You don't need it. Don't go find a guy. Yeah, just smoke weed. Just smoke weed. Besides, meth was invented by Nazis anyway. You don't want to do Nazi drugs. Hey, how else do you think the Nazis were able to conquer Europe in like half a year? It was the meth, guys. There were other reasons, but I'm sure the meth didn't hurt. Honestly, not very experienced in drugs. I think you might be a smarter person than I, because I am very experienced. Baggins, when you get I am never getting monetized. This is never going to be monetized, like, ever. Like, I figure if I get big enough, I'll just set up a fucking Patreon or some shit, and we'll do it that way. But yeah, there's no AdSense money that is ever going to come to me. And Snoop is a paramedic, so she knows. So she's definitely seen when the drugs go wrong. I have no problem with people who are experienced. I find it fascinating. Well then, I think you're going to find me to be a very fascinating person. I'm just saying. I mean, granted, I've been out of that game for over 10 years now, but And Kim says, you aren't wrong, though. It was invented there by those people, and it is horrible stuff. Just say no. Yeah, say no to Nazi drugs, kids. Don't touch the Nazi drugs. Like, actually, one of my favorite World War II stories is happened because of meth. So I love the Cock and Bull. I think that would be a cool name. I think that's actually a good name for a podcast, actually. I should just change this to the Cock and Bull podcast. Do it like that. I have another friend who's a paramedic, Lynn, and I will tell you, they see way too much. Like, I don't know. Like, I think if you work like in an ER or you're a paramedic or something like that, you need free counseling. Like, they just need to be like, hey, you know what? You're going to lose your fucking mind working in a field like this. So here, enjoy some free counseling. And that is also true. Now, I was never an ER person or a paramedic or anything like that. I worked in MRDD and Alzheimer's care. So yeah, you get some serious gallows humor going. you really get dark. So I have a question for you, Lynn. When you asked all the questions, were they okay answering it? Because I know there are a lot of like people who either are or are recovering addicts, and a lot of them don't really necessarily like to talk about their experiences. I mean, me personally, I don't mind, but I know other people are really sensitive about that shit. And yeah, you kind of need to get dark humor. Yeah, you do. Otherwise, you just, especially with the world being the way it is now, if you're not a little if you're not a little dark, you're gonna lose your mind somewhere down the line here. Okay, wasn't an addict, but had experience. I get it. That was my experience for years, and then I crossed the line and eventually became an addict, and that was not fun. I don't recommend it. 0 out of 10. Don't do it. My thing with drugs is, yeah, go ahead and experiment. Have fun with them. They can be fun. I'm not even gonna lie. Drugs can be fun. You just gotta know yourself though, man. You gotta know where that line is, where you're like, am I having fun or am I doing this just so that I can function like a normal human being? And once you recognize that you're like kind of at that line, then you gotta like do something about it. But no, if you want to experiment, party, have fun with it or something like that, go ahead. Just, don't get yourself to the point where it becomes something you have to do and not something you want to do. I make a very bad anti-drug PSA. Don't do drugs, kids, unless you really want to have fun. Then a few of the drugs are okay. This has been a public service announcement from Lord Tebow Baggins. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Also, good to know before you try drugs. Do you have an addictive personality? Yes. Yes, I do. This is why I only drink and smoke weed now. And cigarettes. And honestly, since I've been doing therapy, I drink a lot less now. Funny how that works. No, I did a lot of my experimentation like in my early 20s. I was going to college and stuff like that, and that shit was everywhere. So, I mean, of course I was going to try some of it. But yeah, that was my the more you know moment. Maybe a fail safe would sponsor the Cock and Bull podcast. No, I'm actually imagining like a podcast titled The Cock and Bull probably would like attract sponsors more like Adam and Eve, or I don't know, like maybe fetish websites like Pornhub or FetLife or whatever. I don't know. Oh, see, the one I used to use was called Urine Luck, spelled urine and luck. It's kind of funny because Tommy Chong used to be like the spokesperson for it, and his picture used to be on all the boxes. I love Adam and Eve. I was more of a fan of the serpent, but Adam and Eve were cool too. Okay, there's no need to worry about Lynn doing drugs. Good. I was really worried that we might have to like do an intervention. Lynn, we love you. You're a good friend to us, but this coffee addiction, it's going too far. You need to stop. Just imagine think of the damage you're doing to us, your friends, your family, your pets. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. LOL. Would you fly to Europe? Only if they're playing the final countdown. Lynn, this is how your addiction is affecting me in a negative way. But apparently Lynn doesn't drink coffee, so she's in denial, guys. We need to try faith healing now. We need to all lay our hands on her and hope Jesus takes the addiction away. Okay, hang on. I'm you can't feel it, but I'm reaching through the screen now to lay my hands on Lynn, and now we're gonna speak in tongues. Jesus, Jesus, in the name of Jesus, rise up and be healed, healed in the name of the Lord. Okay, did it work? Is Lynn cured yet? I hope so. Because we love Lynn, and Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. See, I'm looking out for my people. I'm looking out for my people. I want to heal them of their vices. Because at that moment, when the Holy Spirit laid his hands upon you, your eyes closed so that you could see the light of the Spirit inside you. Praise Jesus. And Jesus told me to tell you all that I need a Maserati. If you want to get to heaven, you gonna buy me a Maserati. You gonna buy me that Maserati. You gonna buy me that mansion. Wow. In Jesus' name, amen, brothers and sisters. Amen and hallelujah. And you guys couldn't see it, but literally when I was doing that voice, I was like, I literally had my face all contorted like Kenneth Copeland or one of those other televangelist guys. Like I was selling it hard over here on my end. And brothers and sisters, I beseech you all, get right with Jesus. Jesus can do your roofing like nobody's business. the Cock Bull and Praise podcast. I like that. And then I could just do like the entire podcast in my televangelist voice. I gotta come up with it. I'm gonna have to come up with a name for that character if I'm gonna do that. But Lynn knew. Lynn knew what I was doing. Lynn knew what I was doing behind the screen here. But yeah, I like that. Yeah, yeah, the Cock Bull and Praise podcast. We can get the bunker people and the freeze dried food people to sponsor us. Yes, yes. Although if anyone here has actually read Revelation, then bunkers and freeze dried food ain't gonna help you when Jesus returns, because when Jesus comes back, he's killing everybody. Yeah, they don't really like to talk about that part in the Bible, but that's what's supposed to happen when Jesus returns. He kills everybody, so everybody gets to go to heaven. And people say Christianity isn't a death cult. But sure. When that time comes, you guys can hide in your bunkers and have your freeze dried food, and you can use a checkout code Tebow for 15% off. I mean, you're still fucked, but you're gonna at least save 15%, and that's all that matters. Manscaped to keep the mullet and sack looking great. You know something, guys? I think we need to talk. You all seem a little irritable, and I think I understand why. It's all that chafing. Maybe you could use a lawnmower 3.0. And Lynn asks, what time is it where I'm at? It is 10:19 p.m. here, over on the West Coast, which is the best coast. What time is it over there, Lynn? I don't know where about in Europe are you? Are you one of our UK people? But yeah, it's 10:19 p.m. here. I know with Libra, it's just past midnight where she's at. Okay, 7:19 a.m. Okay, so shit, that's usually about the time I'm going to bed. Okay, you're an hour later than Julie. Okay. So you're on continental Europe? You're not on some lame ass island? Just kidding. I can't remember where Snoop is. I can't remember where Snoop is, but I think she's also 2 hours ahead of me. Unless I've got her confused with somebody else, because that I get confused very easily. Belgium, okay. So my favorite science teacher was Belgian. He was a cool dude. His name was Mr. Mayus. But yeah, my middle school, my junior high school science teacher was a Belgian person, and yeah, he brought the weirdest shit for us to dissect. I mean, granted, like when you get into high school and stuff like that, it's not so weird, but I swear to God, my stepmom freaked out when she found out that we were dissecting fetal pigs. And what we do is we'd finish the assignment and stuff like that, and then we'd hack up the fetal pigs and like throw bits of it at each other. So yeah, all of our dissection projects in school ended in a really disgusting, chunky bloodbath. And Snoop is in the dirty South, so it's 12:21. I was right. Okay, so 2 hours ahead of me. Ew. Yes, ew. Especially since, well, when you're like 13 years old, you don't really think about it, but those fetal pigs have to be preserved before they come out there. So they're pickled in formaldehyde, which is like, yeah, I'm surprised that I'm honestly surprised that like that whole like junior high class didn't like get cancer from all the formaldehyde we were flinging at each other. But it is cool that you know someone from Belgium besides me. Yes, you are actually the second. I mean, unless I, granted, I don't ask where everybody's from, so I've probably met like quite a few Belgians and just not knew it. So you're the second one that I know of. And Libra says she had dead animal fights too. Yeah, you like I said, you don't really think of exactly what you're playing with until you get older and you learn that shit, and then you're just like, wait, I did what now? I did that? Shit. It's a very small. Yes, I think you guys could fit like 75 of your country into ours. Because Merc is very big. Merc is a very big place. Fair enough. So are we. I'm pretty sure, like, even if, now that you think about it, like, even if we did know what we were doing, we probably still would have done it because, well, 13-year-old kids and shit. Kids are gross. We do gross, kids do gross stuff. Kids do gross things. It takes time and practice to learn how not to be gross. Yeah, we played with the piglets and frogs as well. Yeah, I always enjoy. I always really kind of enjoyed that. I mean, not just for the gross factor, but just because I kind of likened it to like opening up the hood of a car just to check out the engine. So it's like, yeah, that's a pretty frog there. It's pretty. Let's look under. Let's check under the hood. But on that note, guys, I think we've been here for about an hour and 15 minutes or so. So yeah, I think that now is a good time to call it here. Oh, Libra. Oh, that's yes. And yeah. All right, guys. We're done. I will let you guys know when the next stream is going to come. Hopefully I'll do it same bat time, same bat channel, but you never know with me. I'm pretty inconsistent. I don't exactly have much of a hustle on the YouTubes. So anyway, thanks for hanging out. I will talk to you guys later. And oh, one more thing. Praise Jesus. Amen.